delta here. We have to find BC. So can I say that BC, this BC is equal to in terms of AB? Can I define it in terms of AB? What is AB divided by BC? Is it sec or is it sine delta? I mean inverse of sine delta, that is 1 by sine delta. Okay, say BC divided by AB. What will be that? Will it be equals to sine delta? So that means BC is equals to AB sine delta, and delta is I minus R. So that we'll substitute later. So this, or let us substitute here itself, this is equals to AB sine delta, and delta is I minus R. So from this, it should give you a hint that now we have to find AB. Now see this triangle here. This is AB, right? And if we have to find AB, we will have to see this right angle triangle now. Suppose this point is P. So this is actually like this. A, P, and B. And this is angle R. What do we have to find? We have to find AB. What do we have here? We have this AP. This AP is equals to T. So is there any relation between AB and AP? We know that. We know that AB divided by AP will be equals to what? Will be equals to cos R. So that means AB, we need AB, right? AB is equals to AP cos R. Oh, this is secant R, right? This is secant R. So this will also be secant R. So now you just have to substitute here. And what is AP? AP is T. So that is thickness. So this is T sec R. So finally we get what? BC, that is actually lambda, that is equals to AB. In AB is actually T secant R into, that is AB, into sine I minus R. So that's how you can find the lateral shift by applying this formula which we have derived now. So what is lateral shift? Lateral shift is actually the distance between the original path and the emergent path of the light ray traveling through a parallel glass slab. This purple line which you see here, this is the lateral shift, and this is how we are going to calculate it. Point to note here is that these two angles will be same, angle R and angle R, and this angle I will be equals to angle E. So that was about the lateral shift. Next, we have concept called real depth and apparent depth, because, and that is actually dependent on these shifts which we have just seen, that the light ray actually shifts, laterally shifts whenever it changes a medium. So there is a shift in the medium. So let's see that how it happens in case, or how it happens in real life or real life application for this. So suppose there is this tub or glass or whatever which has some point here, right? So now, and this glass is filled with water. Suppose this point is nothing but a coin, and you must have seen this trick being done somewhere. If there is water in this, you try to see it from here, you will see it exactly at the bottom. But if you try to see it from here, you actually see this lifted or little up, or its height is little more. It's not at the bottom, but it is little uh, heightened, right? So its depth is different from the actual depth. So how does that happen? So suppose this is your eye, the place from where you are actually seeing it. So now in order to see it, what should happen is that a ray should travel from this object towards your eye. So what happens here is this ray goes from here to here, and then because this is denser medium, this is a denser medium and this is a rarer medium, so now the light will actually bend away from the normal. So it goes in this direction, right? But how is this going to be visible to your eyes? So eyes will now do the same thing of perception which we have seen earlier. Other ray, there will be multiple rays coming from here. The ray which will be perpendicular to this will actually go as it is without any deviation. There won't be any deviation, but there will be deviation here. That is away from the normal. So what does your eye do now? This will send these things to your brain, and brain does the reverse mapping or backtracking of this, and it sees that okay, this light ray must be coming somewhere from here, and this is the point of intersection of the two rays, that is one ray here and another ray here. So these are the reflector, these are the places where the rays are intersecting. So this is the point where your eye assumes this to be situated, right? Now this is called apparent shift, or the depth which you see is different from the depth which is the actual depth of the that particular object. But this can be seen only if you are at an angle with the normal. If your eyes are here, then you won't be able to see or experience this shift. It is possible only if your eyes are here. Here it will be visible, and here in this case, this apparent depth will not be visible. So there will be mathematical explanations for this, which you can try to go through that. And if you are not able to find that, I'll send a video on that, a recording for that. And maybe tomorrow morning I'll send that and you can go through that. Okay, so that's all for the session today. And let's see in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.